Hello and welcome back to the Real-Time Forex Trader. In this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to get caught short selling at the bottom of the market. That's what's happened this morning. I've had a couple of opportunities to get out with a small profit. I was too slow to take them, hesitating. Hesitating is a crime in this game, especially if you're scalping. Now I've got to find a way to scale myself out of the market and try and get out of this alive. I'm just waiting to see if this is where the market's going to turn. It's possible, but I mean the lowest short was on at 99.15. Now it's coming back up to 99.40 again. This is a long way offside for a scalper, and it looks like the market could go higher, but we'll have to see. The short I put on here, should I take the profit there and put another sale on? Probably. So we've got to see what I can do to scale myself out of this. I've still got plenty of margin available and I can still put on more shorts, but it's a question of putting the shorts on at the right time. The question is trying to see if the market's going to peak at this level and retrace. You see, overall we look like we're in a falling market. If we look at 15 minutes, market coming down, it's reversed. You'd hope it would fall away from here. If we look at hourly, falling market, it's reversed. We're looking for it to fall away again. But in the minute and in where we are at the moment, we just haven't called this right. So this is going to take quite a bit of work to get out of this, especially if I want to get out of it alive with a profit rather than a loss. And it's a good example of why you shouldn't be shorting at the bottom of a market and the dangers of doing so. So let's see what we can do. We've already got one short on here at 39.6, so it's only marginally higher at the moment. There's not a huge advantage to shorting again. This has just dropped below the trend line, which would make me hope that we might be coming off the top. But as you can see on the minute graph, the candles haven't really broken the trend line. They've come down, gone below it momentarily, but they're back above again. So is it going to rise up to about 99.54, which is where it was earlier? That was the earlier peak. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. And this is another example of why you shouldn't trade very close to your margin requirements. If you do, you'll get stopped out. You know, you see people blowing accounts. That's how you blow accounts. So what we're looking for now is this going to reverse and pull back? And if so, when? Or are we just going to have to endure the losses until it comes back on side? Right, what did I set the stop at? 52.4. If we look at where it was earlier in the day, it was just higher than that, 55. So it's up to 57. It's very bad practice, moving your stop losses up. It lets losses run, but to get out of this alive, we're going to have to find some point at which we can sell where the market reverses. This is looking quite likely. We're up around here. We'll put another short on. But it could well go to here. 50s, 55s. Not what I want to see at all, but it might be what happens. Right, and we need to put the stop loss on there. And a highly optimistic take profit. Right, so this has come back off the top. Should we bag that? Or is it going to drop some more? You see, when your positions go offside, it's the opposing trades you manage to get right at the peak of the market, so it'll pull you back on side quicker. So I'm reluctant to close this now, but it will be a good scalp. I mean, was that the top of the market? 46, 48. We're up around there. Where did we short? 47.5. That could well be the top of the market for now. It's had a good pullback from it. In fact, it's had an 8-pip pullback. And the question is it going to break this uptrend? And this is where you do need patience in the market. It's where you need reserves, and it's where you need to have emotional control. Should I have taken my profit when I could have had a small profit much earlier in the market? Absolutely. I was offered a £4 profit, £4.10, £3. I should have taken them. Because then I could have got in all these other trades that I'm now missing. Yeah, this is hesitating. No, it's almost worth bagging that in the bank. Let's see if it pulls up again. Which it's starting to do. Well, it looks like we're going to be in this. We've been in it since what? 9. So 10 o'clock came. Some sellers in the market. What's happening next? And should we be opening another short sale? That's nicely below there. That's below, but we haven't crossed through this yet. We're just hesitating on the line. Let's see what happens. So basically the buyers have lifted the market off the bottom at 99.14, 99.13, all the way up to 48. It's a good run, good 30 pips, 35 pips they've had. Now we're looking for it to retrace and hopefully re-establish its downward trend, which it was much earlier in the day. It's beginning to look like another short wouldn't be a bad trade, but I'd like to see this establish itself below the trend line. So patience. I mean, I would say we could well be in this trade till 11 o'clock, another hour. Not at all what I wanted, but this is what happens when you don't take your profits when you see them and you let a market check run against you. So it looks like it might still be continuing this uptrend. Is it going to fall down back from here? Because that's what we'll need to break this trend line. YouTube have said I've reached my limit for the day of uploading 3 videos, so this one's going to be a lot longer. I'm also going to see if I can go on there and change the limit and get it lifted from 3 per day. Obviously 3 per day is very little compared to how many trades go on in the morning, so I need to get that changed so I can start putting on 1 trade, 1 video. But that'll be a job to do this afternoon. At the moment I need to concentrate on this trade. This is looking likely that it might well be a reversal of this uptrend, and that's exactly what I need to see. One of the dangers of this is trying to see in charts what you want to see. This comes back to emotional management again. Charts are very subjective, and you can often find whatever you want to see in a chart if you look hard enough for it. The hard reality is we've got to try and work out what's going to happen in the future from what's happening now. Now hopefully this is just beginning to establish the reversal of this uptrend. We need these bottoms to be broken. So that trend line there needs to be significantly broken, and these to paint lower and lower than the purple trend line here. Time will tell. Of course, it's possible we might get caught in a sideways range here. 40, 36 is roughly a 5 pip range, and I've seen these before go sideways for an hour, all the way up to the next hour. So I'm wondering what's coming. We're in a rise again, just what we don't want with all these shorts on. But if it peaks lower and lower, that could be a good sign. That's beginning to have looked like it would have been a very good short. Well, the market's grinding higher. But the peaks forming are lower. So this might be what we need to take us back on side. Now we sit and wait and let the market reveal its hand. One of the questions is, should I be shorting now in the falling market? That's if it is a falling market, but it's beginning to look possible. So if that's 44, around about 40 wouldn't be a bad short if this is going to establish itself on as a falling market. Beginning to think that this might not be a bad time to put a short on. I'd just like to see this come down a bit more. So I haven't explained in this video, we're trading the euro dollar. That's a major thing I would trade. Tick chart, 1 second chart, 10-second chart, 1 minute chart. The minute chart I often have a play around between the 10 minutes and the hour. This will give you an idea of what the longer term money's doing. You'd have thought they'd be short sellers in this market. Over here we've got pound dollar, which is quite closely correlated to euro dollar. Tick chart, 1 second chart, 10-second chart, 1 minute chart, and here is all the open positions. As you can see, a sea of red. this is establishing itself below the trend line. Right, if this has a pullback, I'll want to put another short on. In fact, I'd almost be tempted to take this 230 and put a short on when it pulls back. But it might not pull back, it's racing ahead. We might close that out soon and then short sell again on a pullback. Missed that. But this is exactly what we need to see trying to come out of a short sale that has gone badly wrong. And the worst of it is these were profitable scalps all the way up here. Up, down, up, sideways, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All of these were scalps that should have been taken, and they've all been missed because I didn't take the small profit when it was offered, and now I'm paying the price for it. And this is the market teaching you a lesson. The lesson is take your profits when they're there. There's always another trade round the corner. So I don't know, between there and there there's probably 50 trades, assuming that it's not just buy and sell, that you perhaps scale into them. You know, most of those will be profits. So that's profit missed, all because I hesitated and I didn't take the profits, the two profits when they were offered over an hour ago. And this is the market making me work for my living. I've made a mistake and it's making me pay. So what's going on? Is there a bit of buying around here at 30? Could be. That could well have been a good time to close out and then get the short on again there. As you saw, that short was £4 in profit when it was there, and it's a long way away from the trend line, which, if any of you have looked into a mathematical phenomenon called mean reversion, that would be a good example of it. So just pulling back from 30. Now would have been a good time to put another short on. If I'd closed out at 30, put it back on up here at 35. In fact, we'll put one on anyway. And then this should continue with a bit of luck from the trend line. Put the stop loss on. Yeah, that would have been a very good close, and then put the short back on up here. The difficulty in doing that is that if the market runs away from you, these shorts that are placed at higher prices are what pull you back on side much quicker. So it is risky, but trading foreign exchange is risk and reward. You do have to balance the risk and reward in your mind and work out what you're doing. So let's see what else we can do here. 10:20. I've been up since about 4:30. I woke up early this morning, trading since 5ish. I'd have liked to have got the whole video of this on here, but I had a student here who I've been mentoring, and the last time I uploaded a video to YouTube, they said I'd hit my limit of 3. So it's sitting there, in theory, waiting for the next day, but I'll see if I can get them uploaded later on in the day. See if I can have my limit lifted. We got that one at 35 and a half. No real advantage to putting another one on now. And now it looks like we're going sideways. Just grinding higher. Exactly what we don't need, but this is the market teaching me a lesson. Right, hopefully that's the end of that grinding higher, and the market can turn back down and start establishing the downtrend again, but we shall see. So this is looking like it's going to grind all the way up to 40. We're getting close to it now. We've already got one short on at 39.4. Market just continuing to grind higher. this is tempting to short again here. Now if this comes down, which is what I'm hoping for, 1, 2, 3 peaks in a row going lower. It's exactly what we want to see as a sign of a falling market. Might scale up the size of the trades here just in case. I'm going to put another short on to help pull this back on side. Now if we're in a falling market, we need this to fall back from about here. Now we need this to fall for the rest of this candle. This is beginning to look more promising. But it is going quite sideways. It's just a bit too sideways for my liking. Market grinding down slowly, but what we need is a downtrend to be established. And then the next question is the market going to try and break 99.00? Is it going to go down and test that level? is that what the longer term view of the market is? There it was earlier, 99.14. That's as low as it got. Look on the hourly. There's parity. It's come up off 99.13. Is that going to establish lower and go through 99.00? Or is this going to become range bound between 35 and 40? So this is probably going to be a long video, maybe up to the extent of an hour. Sometimes that's how long it takes to get out of these trades alive. And this is why it was a mistake not to take the profit when it was offered and to look for the next trade. Absolute diabolical mistake. This is definitely beginning to look like a range bound market for an hour, maybe up till 11 o'clock, and then it might move. 11 o'clock being when a lot of people in New York start looking at the markets and considering what they're going to do for the day. So if this is going to become range bound, additional shorts on at 40 and closing them out again at 35s wouldn't be a bad trade. Well, we may be able to get a short on here soon. Right, getting close. Might have missed that one. These are establishing lower, which is good. It's beginning to look like it would have been a good short. Slightly lower than I'd thought, but I just get the impression there's just not that many buyers and sellers in the market at the moment. Beginning to drop, beginning to come back on side. Still a long way to go. And will it bounce off this sort of 30 level? is this establishing the downtrend. It's by and large sideways, but sooner or later you'd have hoped it was going to come out of this. Well, that's 1 hour pass for this trade. I think this trade's going to go well into 2 hours. But I think the only scalping I can do in the meantime is selling up round at this level and closing out when it comes back down to here. And I missed that one. This looks like it might break lower. In fact, this does look like market participants coming back in. Right, it's been buyers here before at 30, lifting it off 30. Are they going to do it again? Or will the sellers overcome them? This is looking more hopeful. These trades coming on side, lots of others still in the red, plenty to go. So my average opening price 24.8, 6 pips away. Beginning to look like we might have established a downtrend. We just need some more sellers to come into the market and who see it the same way. So what we've got here is a fall, consolidation, another fall, consolidation. Is it going to fall again, or will it rise from here? I'd hope it would fall again. We're on a downward market. You'd have thought there's more sellers than buyers. We're below the 30 level, so the buyers at 30 I think are absorbed. It's come off the bottom a bit. It's been to 28, now it's lifting. Let's see what happens. Such is the joys of the unglamorous life of really trading Forex. Not quite the same as the way the marketers would show you. 30 minutes a day, they say, on a laptop on the beach, drinking cocktails all day. The reality is you'll be sitting in front of your screens, watching what's happening, looking at the market news before you start trading at the beginning of the day, seeing how the market unfolds in front of you, finding out where the levels of support and resistance are, where the buyers and the sellers are, and this goes on all day. And you can also bank your bottom dollar on this, is that the minute you close positions out and walk away for a 10-minute break, that's when the market will move, and it'll have a lovely move and you miss it. So yes, it's lovely, the idea of sitting around a swimming pool all day, but the reality is you'll be sitting in front of your screens, you'll have multiple screens. It's not tiring, but it requires a lot of concentration. Well, I say not tiring, it's tiring in terms of mental work, not physically, but in terms of concentration, a few hours of this and most people are pretty exhausted. And this, it starts 4 or 5 in the morning GMT, and it goes on till 5, 6 at night, sometimes 8 in the week. So it's a long working day. You don't have to work all of it. You can pick particular times. I happen to think the early morning works quite well. Other people like the time around the New York opening, where fresh market participants come to the market. It's very valid. You have to find a time that suits you, but if you think there's any of this truth in lifestyle trader, you're in for a bit of a shock, because the reality is when you're in a trade and you've got it wrong, like I have now, and I'm working my way out of it, you can be in this for hours, and you need to sit here, you need to concentrate, you need to watch what's happening, you need to adjust your positions accordingly. It may be that you can put on additional positions to help. It may be that you cut short some of the ones you've got and take your losses. But it's a full-time job and it's a full-time commitment. It doesn't mean you can't start part-time, because you can pick particular hours of the day where you can give an hour or two, and that's enough to get a feel for the market and get some trading in. But if you think you're going to do half an hour's work every day and that'll be enough, not if you're going to day trade, not if you're going to scalp. It just doesn't work like that. I was also recently watching YouTube videos of people blowing their accounts, which were sent to me, and having looked at that, one of the reasons is people are trading far too big a position for the size of their account. You really ought to be having positions where any running profit or loss is largely insignificant compared to your account, but the accumulation of those trades over the hour or two or the day that you trade becomes a significant profit. For example, 3% a day, 5% a day, 10% a day. These are all realistic targets if you nip your losses in the bud and trade within your limits. People who blow accounts, one friend phoned me up and he's blown 10 accounts in the last 6 months. You're doing something very wrong. You've been sold the dream of like it's easy money, and the answer is it isn't. You're trading against the best in the world, and they're sharks, and they're looking for victims. They're looking for people to feed on, and if you treat it in a casual manner, they certainly won't. They'll have you for breakfast. So always trade well within margin requirements and limits. Any trade that's loss making shouldn't go beyond 2 to 3% of your capital. If it does, you're doing something very wrong. And if that means you start trading with a much smaller size position than you initially had in mind, that's fine. Do that for a few months until you become consistent. And when I say consistent, I'm talking about someone who posts a profit every single day they trade, 5 days a week for 3 months in a row. That's consistent. Once you start doing that, then you can start thinking about increasing the size you trade. But not until then. 3 months is a good test. I mean, if you think 3 months is too long, would you want someone working on your car who has less than 3 months experience? No. So why do you think it takes any less than that in the world's most sophisticated financial markets? And the answer, it doesn't. It's unrealistic to think so. So trade well within your limits. Now you can see, as we've been talking, this has come up from 27 to 33. It's had a bit of a reversal. It's come up to the trend line, and I'd like to see it drop down below it again. But it might be that the market's changing. Actually, in fact, I should probably have had a short on there near 34s while I was busy talking about trading within your well within your margin. And that would have been a nice short there. Shorting into this strength in the market, waiting for it to fall off again. Another one of my faults, procrastination. 31, yeah, if I could have got that on around about here at 32.933, I'd have probably got it on at 32. And then if the market comes down, then it come nicely in profit again. But that does look like it's rising and reversing the trend, which is this. So we'll have to see if the sellers now come back in and take it down below the trend line. Right, 1 minute to go till 11 o'clock. We should see a little bit of action before 11, and then at 11 some of the people and the algorithms that trade on the hour will be putting their trades on. And the question is are they going to see it as a market to sell? Coming up to 11. Small amount of buying, but nothing that significant. No great move there. I've often seen it move on the hour. This might be buyers coming in after the hour. We'll get a short on that. Whether that will prove to be a good short or not, I don't know. Right, so that's that short. Let's see if we can have a quick profit out of this. it's just not doing much. In fact, to be honest, that probably wasn't a bad scalp, buying at 30 and selling now. What did we sell at? 38, 37. Sold at 36.4. Around about where we are now. Well, it's certainly trying to go to 40. And it's not quite managing it. Right, let's see if that's going to be the peak. And these two are probably looking to close quite quickly. Just doesn't really want to drop, does it? Yeah, I'd like to see this have a pullback now. Back into the downtrend, well, back into some form of downtrend. I think we might let them run for a minute. See, this is beginning to look like it's come off the peak, but that's above the trend line there, which I don't like. But these are beginning to look like they're going to go on side. There we go, dropping away. It's pulling away nicely from 40. If we can come back down to here, right, let's let this run. Now then, this is the question: is it going to bounce off here, this trend line, or is it going to go back through it? See, should I have taken the £4 there out of that trade and then waited to put it back on again? This is the problems with having phones pinging with texts when you're trading. I don't think that would have been a bad profit, that £4 out of that. It's come down a couple of times, hasn't it? Come on, market. See, this shows you how quickly the market changes. You know, should I have taken that trade off there, put it back on, taken it there, put it back on? And the answer is, if I'm scalping, yes. So let's start having a look at this and getting this scalping going while we're videoing this for YouTube. You see, taking these profits out the market helps subsidize the other positions that are going wrong. But I need to stop concentrating elsewhere and concentrating on the trading. As you can hear, messages coming through on the phone distract you from trading. These are still above the trend line, which is not what we want to see. We want to see this falling below it. So where's the market there? 35, 34, which wouldn't make you think there's a buy around 34.5, 35. Let's lifted it both times. Right, let's get ready to take that the next time they appear. I did earlier today manage to click by mistake on here and closed a position out as a loss just when it was heading into profit, because I was getting ready to take the profit. Easy mistake to make. Lesson learnt: keep your mouse where clicking on it won't execute a trade immediately. Right, come on, let's see this go back on side properly, and then we can start taking some scalps out of this while we're sitting around doing very little else. And you see, this is where I should be putting on more shorts. Right, let's get ready to close this out. If we can get down to about £4, let's see if it doesn't seem to be able to drop below 34. It has this time. Right, let's take that one off. And we're going to put it on again there, 37. And if the market drops, it doesn't matter because we've got this short on here, which will help take the rest on side. Right, where are we? Does make you wonder whether I shouldn't be taking this one off, on and off as well. It just looks like it's turning, doesn't it? It doesn't, no, no. What's going up? It does look like the market is turning. That is generally, there's a bit of a downtrend as against the uptrend there. I should have probably had the profit in that one when it was down there at 32. Should have opened at 36. Yeah, that would have been a nice trade. And then put them on roundabout back here again, 34s. Missed that 34. That would have been a good opening. And this does look like it's about to drop off, and these are coming below the trend line. Right, we'll have that. Right, now then, if either of those two recent trades start showing profits, we ought to be taking them. So where was that? 32. 32. Yeah, we'll have another one on there. Right, so where did I say that was? There were 32s, so And then should we come out of both of those at 32? Right, that's both of them on 32s. It's 34. See, really, 35.6, what did I get? I got that one on at 36. It doesn't look like I can get them on much either, no? Very slightly, 36.1, 36.2s. We can get those shorts on that. And it looks like there's a seller up, there's a seller there. Right, come on market. Pound dollar's moving around, but this one needs, this euro dollar needs to come down a bit for me, which it's not doing. That's going, that's establishing itself in a bit of an uptrend, which is not what we want at all. Wondering whether they should be 32s or 30s. There we go, these might hit profit soon at 32s. Why did I set them down there? I suppose because I thought it might drop to here again. They might get triggered at this rate. Right, which ones are they? That one and that one. Doesn't seem to have much appetite to go much lower than this. Normally when I then close them out, it then does. So perhaps we'll let this drop a little, we'll let this run a little. When the buyer lifted off there last time at 32.6. Makes you wonder if I shouldn't lower that to 33. Perhaps I should have taken those at that level. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is a game of cat and mouse, as you're beginning to see. Here we go. That's going to go through and trigger those. No, it didn't quite touch them. Cobblers. Go on. Go on, drop some more. Drop some more and hit the take profits. Oh, it's amazing how it bounces off just above your take profit and doesn't trigger it. Now, God, it still didn't do it. That's twice. Maybe this time. And you'll see the order execution go through. 32, that's why. 0.2 of a pip above it. That's all it was. It's bouncing along the bottom, isn't it? It should drop through this. I'm going to move them down 1 pip. And then get ready to close them manually anyway. God. So close and yet so far. No, it's gone quiet. And it's a pound higher than that. Pip lower in the market. Come on, some of these need to go on side soon, surely. I'm almost tempted to take them off. Yeah, I just had them set too low, didn't I? 32, 32 and a half. 32.2 it touched. I think it might go through them this time, I don't know. Cat and mouse. Right. Right. There we go, they've executed, they've locked in. Now then, what else have we got running? That one, 270. Now let me see if the market comes back up, we'll short again. Like this. There. Now, where was the other one? We're going to get one more short on, which we'll probably put on around here. Right, let's see about shutting these out of the profits. So, no. It's going to be a long day. Right, here we go, going back in on the side. Should have probably had that. It's the best that was on offer. And then wait for it to come up to be shorting again there. Right, let's have a go, another go. Come on down. Close, close, close. Right, now we're going to look to put them back on around about 34s. Although the market is grinding lower, which is good. So it might bring the rest of this stuff back on the side. Well, here we go, it's coming up. I'm getting ready to short. I want it on 33s really. It's not doing it, is it? It probably will. We'll just have to wait a moment. see these are nicely below the trend line. That might start dropping. I just not at 33 or higher to sell. Is it going to break new ground down here? Yes. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. There's a seller in the market now. And this is the lowest it's been for a while. Could well have a pullback from here. I'm getting tempted to put a short on. Right, where's that one there? We want to be ready to close this. Well, that's not much of a profit, but we might take it. We might take this, and then that's how quickly it turns. I should have taken it, and then I could have put the short on here. Not quick enough. So these two ones, let's have a look. 9929. Right. Yeah, that would have been a good short up there. These ones, you're going to drop again. Go on, hit the take profits for me. Down some more. Yeah, we're at 1 pip away from the take profit. They should. Oh God! There we go. Triggered. Right. Now we look to put them back on again. So, any more opportunities to put shorts on? We're around about up here. So where we need to be putting shorts on. 31 mark. On a pullback. And all these profits from the shorts coming in, they're all helping bring this down. Every time you bag a profit, it's in the bank. This should come good later, but these shorts, you just need to keep bagging them and taking them when we get them. And what do I need? 24.8 or lower, which is only at 4 pips for these trades to come back in profit. It would have been quicker if I'd let the scalping trades run with them. But it is generally nicely grinding lower this, which is what I want to see. If it pulls back up to here, 30s, we can get more shorts on. A couple of shorts. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say it's beginning to look like it might drop away from this, but here we go. We're getting near to short territory again. Let's get ready. A bit more. Is that all it's got? Should have had the 30.4 there. Money I wouldn't have got executed at that price. That's what you call slippage, the difference between what you think you're going to get and what your actually order is executed at. Right, I'll have one short on there. And we'll put another one in if it comes up to about 31-ish, 32. Yeah, God, is that? can't be that important. Right, here we go. What's going on? So I want a short on at 31 if I can get it. Otherwise the one that's already on, this one, will take off if it hits down about here. So what's that? 27, so we ought to take it that one at 28. I'm getting ready to close it out, 28.4. 28.3, 28, take that one. Right, let's wait for it to pull back. Is that messages distracting me. So now we'd be looking to get shorts on about here. Doesn't want to seem to go below this 27.3, does it? Which could be a problem. Well, it's been lower than that earlier today. It was down at about 99.13, so it's not impossible. So when can we get some more shorts on? See the way that got very quickly taken down when it was up there. So a 29 wouldn't be a bad, I don't know. 29 and it goes 28. It's not quite low enough, is it, really? You see, if the market's not getting below here, and we're putting shorts on there, we haven't got a lot of room left. And it's bounced off here a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. Which I don't like. Right, I'm getting ready. It's climbing higher. Bit slow there, should have got it on there. Right, let's get ready to see if this is coming down. Or are we putting another one on? beginning to look like that 50p profit there was a good quick scalp. Now what do we short at? 30.4. We won't put another one on unless it goes to about 32, 33s. This doesn't look good. Unless that is a pullback on the overall downtrend, and then it comes down again, which needs to be shown here. What did we short that one at? 30.4. Yeah. They're beginning to look like, even if they're small profits, they should be worth taking. Yeah, because I can put the shorts on higher up. See, that should be about as high as that gets, right? That's in profits, right? Let's get ready to start taking these off. It's certainly making me work for it today. Right, we'll have that one, we'll have that one. Right, nice scalps. Let's see what else we can find. I should have had a third one on really, but no, this seems to be the floor it finds. I'd like to see it go through this. Should have got that last one on there at the top. Never mind. Never mind, there's always another trade around the corner. And I've been in this 2 hours, so it's not like... Here we go, yes, come on, back on side. I wish I'd left them run now, because it would take this back on side in about 2 pips. So it's come down, it's hit 25. Right, is it going to bounce off 25? 25 is a normal human psychology layer of resistance or support. And as you can see, it's bounced off it a bit. So there's a certain amount of buying going on down there. Probably wouldn't be a bad time to put some shorts on the rebound from 25. $26. I don't know, where would I want to put shorts on? 28s, something like that. Oh, here we go. Going a pullback. Should be able to get a short on in a minute. Getting very close to tempting. So I've one on there. So what did that go through at 27.4? 29 will have one. $30 will put one on. Right, that's it. I'm not putting on more than that. That's enough. Right. These 3 need to come in profit soon. Well, which one's going to come in profit first? This one, 30. Maybe I put them on slightly too early. Here we go. I could have got slightly better prices if I'd waited a little longer. And now we need to wait for the sellers to step back in again. Should be around here. And that'd be a really good time to sell short at 31. I was a little bit premature putting them shorts on. Should have had a little bit more patience. Then I could have got them on each one 1 pip higher probably. There you go, these are coming into profits. In fact, I'm half tempted to set that at 24. Market's making new lows. They're set at 24s, right. And we could have got them on here. Oh. Right, come on sellers, where are you? Yeah, I was a bit premature putting those shorts on. I should have waited a little bit. Could have got them on around here. Instead of too low to the bottom that it's recently been. And it's coming up some more. Dear me. It's having a bounce, isn't it? It's having a moment. That'd been a fabulous short up there, 38. Come on back on side. I've got a sea of red in front of me and 26.3. Here we go, coming down. Come on. Well, there's definitely more participants in the market now. Right, where are these? Here. So have some buyers come into the market just before 12. Would look that way, wouldn't it? Right, come on buyers, come on sellers. Where are you? Shorted at 30. Well, I did say you had to work for your money in the Forex business. Right, here we go. Sellers back in. Foretold stop loss on this because things like this run away from here. Right, where are we? We in profits with any of these though? These ones, oh, break even, dear me. Look at maybe those two. Actually no. If it goes as bad as that, I want to be out of them. Let's set those with a tighter stop loss. Come on, sellers, where are you? I just don't know if it's going to get down there. Hmm, 38, yeah, that would have been a hell of a good short to put a couple on up there. 10 pips in the money now. Right, these are looking like they 1424s. They're the ones. Come on, sellers, don't hide. Carries on like this, I might have to go for a restroom break. So looking at this, down, up to the trend line, down, up to the trend line, hopefully down again. I just need the sellers. And so it looks like I should have had those pound profits that were on the scalps, because I could have put them back on again when it was down there, closed them out, put them back on there. Anyway, where are the scalps? These ones. So, have you learnt the lesson? This is why, take your profits when you see them. I've been in this trade 2 hours now, and I'm still not out of it. I'm getting close, but I'm still not out of it. And here we go, some sellers coming in. Cool. Where are some sellers when you need them, eh? Not what we need. Good, sellers are driven it back down. That shows you if I closed out here, put the short back on there, 2 pips, nice. Yeah, it does look like the buyers are trying to take it off the bottom of the market here. Come on, sellers. You know, I'm getting ready to take some of these off the market. Bank that one, bank that one. Right, we'll put them back on if it reverses. Taking them off normally means that it'll drop lower. Still got that one on. Which would have been does seem to be struggling to get much lower than this. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I'd like to come out of this one at a profit and then wait to put it back on at a higher price. It just doesn't want to seem to drop. Right, I need a rescue break. I'll be back soon. I'll leave this running and recording. Right, let's get a short on there. Should have had one on there. Talk about hard work. Right, so stop needs to be 39. Right. Right, is that coming on the side? Yeah, that one. Come on, come on. 2424. More long. Want to be out there. 27. Well, they can execute themselves. This one's going to be ready. Right, so we're going to, right now, go down through this. Oh, it just doesn't want to, does it? Bang, that should trigger that. Well, we closed it anyway. Well, it's better. Right, let's see if it comes back up. We can get some more shorts on. Should have had that. Let's do slow that. Maybe it'll do it again. So 24, 24. We should probably have a short on there. didn't. No. Trigger. God, it was close. What do we put it on? 28. 24. Where are we? Yeah. Big price to get that one on at 28.4. This one wants to be over 30 if we're going to put it on. That one there. Yeah, that's about right. If we take profit, we might take it quicker. Right, that's like that. We'll wait for it to pull back. We'll see if any of these 23. Are these going to get hit? Right, we'll get ready to get some more shorts on. And this looks like it's going to drop. Set that down there just in case it drops through this, but if that's in profit, we'll be coming out of it. God knows it's made me work for it, 2.5 hours work. And it's grinding slowly lower. You'd have thought it would hit it. Oh, there we go. We're getting lower. That's looking like it's coming down. I'm not putting any more shorts on until I get the pullback round to about 28. There we go, it's going lower. I'm going to get stopped out soon. But I'm not stopped out, take profits. Go on. That's it, close the lot. Good. Right. in profits. And look, it's a rebound from there. What a surprise. Right, that shows you don't get caught selling short at the bottom of a market, because it's taken me 2.5 hours to get out of that. Plus I had to put a lot of extra little scalps on to try and help along the way. I've missed hundreds of trades, and it's not how you do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a very useful lesson. It's been very good sharing it with everyone, and please like, please subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know, and if there's anything you want to see, let me know as well. Thank you.